Good morning, happy crypto, happy DeFi. I made over 300K in the last 24 hours, and I really want to talk about this because every time the markets are emotional, every time fear is at 20 or below, I get very aggressive. If you don't follow me on Instagram yet, you probably should at Rubixinator. I'll put my handle here. And it's a great way to stay connected during the week because I'm always posting something I'm doing. As you know, I was aggressively buying up the dip. Every time fear is 20 or below, I get very aggressive with buying the dips, locking in a ton of profit. Overall, my P&L over the last 24 hours is up over $300,000, which is very convenient because I've been kind of looking at buying a Lamborghini Urus for the family. And I'm not saying that to brag, but what I'm hoping to communicate to those who maybe quit on crypto over the last week or they just couldn't stomach the volatility. I usually do two things when markets are volatile. I either do absolutely nothing, especially in my DeFi portfolio. If things go out of range, they go out of range. We're back in range, by the way, cash flowing. And then depending on if anything has fundamentally changed, which with this dip when Bitcoin hit under 80K, like nothing fundamentally changed. And so I aggressively take profits from my DeFi portfolio and stable coins I have sitting on the sidelines and buy up dips aggressively. Sometimes deploying $250,000 or more. And usually that is fairly short-term plays. I'm really happy with my bull run portfolio. But if I see an opportunity and I can deploy a bunch of capital and make a quick 15, 20% on it, I obviously will. And here's the point I really want to drive home. And again, if you've recently quit on crypto or you're in the UIG or you're just a YouTube subscriber, I really hope this message lands. I want to know in the comments, expand on this conversation. What did you learn from this current correction? Because I literally got messages from people who were like, oh my God, we're in a bear market. DeFi is doomed. Crypto is doomed. They sold everything at massive losses. And it's so interesting to me because when markets are super bullish, like I had people reaching out to me here and they were like taking on massive leverage thinking the party will never stop. And I always ask them the question, are you over leveraged and are you locking in profit? And I was consistently shocked by the amount of people who are way over leveraged and they weren't locking in any profit. Meaning if the markets did correct, they had no profit. They had nothing sitting on the sidelines so they could repay back their loan so they didn't get liquidated. And then a beautiful opportunity like this. And by the way, these green lines, this is my range. This is my range for BTC. And we dipped way under my range. I was actually prepared for BTC to kind of go under 72, maybe retest 70K. And now I'm back in range. We kind of dipped in, dipped out, but basically back in range on the lower end. And back to earning daily profits, locked in zero impermanent loss because there was no rebalancing or drastic emotional moves. And the party continues. And by the way, even in a bull market, the middle of a bull market, which we're in, by the way, you can see 30% corrections on Bitcoin. It's not like this was some craziness. By the way, that's why there's power in being community. In the UIG, I posted this, like congrats to everyone who kind of bought the dip or stayed the course. I levered up and I am so back. Best community ever. Super grateful for my fast track coaches just to have support when markets are volatile and emotions are high. To be in community, whether that's a UIG or fast track or just to have people supporting you. I didn't buy the dip. That's okay. But all positions back in range and a couple stayed in range the whole time. Cash flowing through all the volatility. Remember, the more volatile the markets are, the more profits we locked in. Agreed. Take profits and pay down your loans. Good, healthy loans during high means no worries during pullback. Wow, already at 93K, opened a 5K leveraged position quite at the bottom. I'm not entirely sure how much Martin made here, but I'm guessing that he made a very, very nice dollar. This is like the sentiment. This is the mindset of a community that's not gambling, that's investing. And again, when I see super low RSIs, we look at the moving averages, and I love looking at the fear greed. Like there was so much fear in the markets and nothing fundamentally changed. Deploy. And it's so hard to do when it's opposite of what everyone else is doing, but the payoff, that's where the payoff happens. I will keep hammering this home in the comments. Let me know. Let's have a two-way conversation. If you're in the UIG, jump into this post and continue this conversation. I really want to hear from you. If you're not, use the comments below or hit me up on Instagram at Rubixinator. If you made some questionable decisions or you didn't take advantage of this, learn from it. And when the opportunity presents itself, which I can guarantee you in the next month, 2 or 3, we'll have another opportunity like this. You'll be ready to take action. If you did take advantage of the markets, then awesome. Let me know in the comments what you did. Let's spread the wisdom. With that said, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'm going to get out of here. Again, this YouTube channel is not monetized. We don't run ads, but all we do ask is for a like and a subscribe, and let me know in the comments what landed. It goes a long way. And with that said, we'll talk to you soon. Peace.